Chances are you probably haven't seen too many electric bikes around Indianapolis yet. They're hugely popular in Asia and in parts of Europe, but they're just starting to make their way to the U.S. Global e-bike sales are expected to total nearly $16 billion this year and $24 billion by 2025. One Indianapolis entrepreneur wants to grab his share of this growing market by making sure his bikes are different than all the rest.
When you first see this bike, you may not notice it. But when you hear it, you'll know something is different.
You'd stop at a stoplight or stoplight, cars are honking, people are waving, and hey, that's a great bike, it's beautiful.
That reaction forced Todd Embry to realize the electric bike he built in his garage wasn't just a project. It was the beginning of his business, Gravis e-bikes.
It's more of a beach cruiser. The cruiser ride. It is bigger than a bicycle, but it is nowhere near a motorcycle.
You don't have to pedal. Instead, just push the throttle and you're riding up to 20 miles per hour. Embry says a typical rider can go at least 50 miles on a single charge without pedaling. Bicyclists who want to put in a little legwork can easily make it 100 miles.
You know, a lot of people don't ride bikes. They might not have the ability anymore, bad knees. You know, I can't ride 20 miles on a bike. My knees hurt. That's not an issue anymore.
Embry says he's one of the few, if not the only company offering fully customizable e-bikes.
My first customer wanted her bike to look like her '67 Corvette.
Taking orders since April, Embry and his 6 employees still build the bikes in his garage, though they're in the process of moving to a bigger space. He hopes someday to make these bikes his full-time gig. Still, he says he never wants to make more than 1,000 bikes a year.
I can never see growing over to become some mass manufacturer because I don't believe you can pay that much attention to detail when you get into that many numbers.
That could be what really makes this business different, not the fact that each bike is unique. Gravis comes with a goal.
As we call it, let's get out and see beautiful.
That has nothing to do with the bottom line.
I really want to go around everywhere there's a beautiful city with bike trails and ride my bikes on them. I think that will be the fun of it.
Like always, we put some business advice from this morning's Innovator on wishtv.com. We also have more information if you're interested in trying out an e-bike. They average about $6,800 each. Now, I have to give credit to Randy Allis, who tipped me off about this story. You can see he was actually the first of the Wish TV team to take a ride on a Gravis e-bike. Randy, what'd you think?
I had a great time there, Jess. I really did. I mean, he lives pretty close in our neighborhood, so I was riding my old bike here, and I just happened to see him out riding his e-bike, and I asked him, what is that? So we got to talk and everything, and he said, why don't you go for a ride with me sometime? And I did, and we rode out to Fort Harrison. We went downtown to the Circle.
How many miles did you cover?
About 40.
Wow.
And I pedaled about one block, and the rest of it,
Do you want to pedal? I mean, is it?
No, I didn't want to.
I kept pedaling out of instinct.
That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't know how to be on a bike without pedaling at first, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It really, I mean, if you want to pedal more, you know, it depends on how much exercise you want to get.
Yeah.
Then just pedal the whole way. But I didn't want to get any exercise. I just rode like, and it doesn't have to. I said, isn't this considered a motorcycle? You know, for the trails you pass and everything. And he says, no, it's just considered a bike, which is great because we went down the Monon Trail and everywhere else.
Does it? This might seem like an odd question. Does it make a sound as it's in that motorized phase?
It does. It just buzzes. You can kind of hear it in that story. It buzzes, yeah.
But he's right. I mean, wherever we went, people are staring at us and, hey, what kind of bike is that? You know?
He says people have followed him home before, wanting to find out what the bike was. They've actually followed him home.
How interesting.
Don't recommend doing that. Just go to his website.
Don't be that guy. All right, Jessica, thanks so much.
No problem.
It's 8:19.